everyone. So for the debut video on my channel, I decided that what better thing to do than to have a real IT tech support person play a PC building simulator. I see there's this new IT expansion available. I did play the game earlier back when I bought it in like 2019 or something. But I haven't played it since, so a lot of the stuff that they added on is new to me. So even though I do have some basic mechanics of the game down, some of the new stuff that they added since I haven't played yet. So when I originally played it, it was just PC building and like PC repair, but I see they have the IT expansion, which is actually more along the line of what I do on a day-to-day basis now, even though I did mostly just build computers when I was younger. Now I'm IT tech support at a college campus or a university. So let's dive into this and see how the IT expansion is. You are now an IT support contractor for Iratech. That's a clever name. Corporation. Have you played a PC building simulator before? I'll say yes, just so it doesn't throw me through a tutorial. Free postage, no. Reward boost, no. Show hidden objectives, no. Has already set up your workshop PC, so let's get to work. This is kind of realistic. There's a lot of companies that I contracted for that would have like work computers set up, but when I subcontracted, because I was working under a company that was contracting for the company that I was working for, they would not provide equipment at all. Because like there was I contracted, I did actually an inventory system for a manufacturing plant for 3 months. When I went there, they're like, here's your computer, everything's all set up. But when I would work for like company like Comtech doing installs for rental companies, so furniture rental companies, Aaron's was the one chain that I worked for. I had to bring all my own computers. I had to bring my own equipment pretty much. The only thing that they really provided was like supplies like cabling and like cable ends, like the stuff that they that's actually used on the job, but my own tools and stuff, I had to bring my own tools. Move over, move the mouse over the screen, left click to use the computer, and then open the email app. Let's like browse around, let's see what's happening here. Ooh, we got a copier. This printer is shared between everyone at Iratech. It's your job to keep it working. If it stops, try turning it off and on again. No luck, click the area above the printer to try percussive maintenance. That's an inside joke. So there's a switch there that when I actually first started, there was a switch in the automotive department, and the fan would start grinding on it constantly, and it would just irritate the automotive technicians that were instructors that were working in the office. So they would call me in, and I would come in, and I figured out the proper position to just palm slap the thing on the top. And I would just walk in, just do that. It'd take like 5 or 10 seconds, and guys are like, "How are you doing it?" Like, we tried hitting it like that, and it doesn't work. I'm like, "There's a specific spot on the top of that switch that you gotta hit to make it stop grinding." So eventually, so I didn't keep getting called down there like twice a week, I just circled that area on the switch. I'm like, yeah, just give it a light palm slap right there in that circle. It worked like that for like a year or something, and then finally they're like, we can't keep doing this, and like the network technician showed up, and all he did was like unplug the fan in the thing, Then it stopped doing it. He's like, yeah, they can run without the fan. And it's like, okay. I just didn't want to take it off the wall for that. And technically, I'm not on the networking side. I do client applications. But it's like, yeah, I was informing the networking people. I'm like, yeah, we might have to replace the switch or something because this fan keeps grinding. But yeah, that's the percussive maintenance. Sometimes, yeah, if you give something a light tap or something like that, it'll stop making noise. I wouldn't try that with every device, so like you do not want to do that with a device that has a mechanical hard drive because it can destroy the data kept inside a hard drive. Congratulations on your new job at Eurotech Corporation. You are joining us at a very exciting time. I am Ira T. Elster. I started the company with nothing but a dream, a robust work ethic, and 13.6 million in seed capital from my father. Okay, Donald Trump. Small loan from my parents. And seed capital from my father. But just a few years later, we're changing the industry with a bold, fresh approach that leading market analysts have called alarming. I'm proud of everything I built here, so I'm glad you've decided to join us on our journey. Eurotech may be a large company, but I take a deep personal interest in the people we work with. And I can't wait to see you thrive in your new role as don't forget to put the job here. Form letter. But enough from me. I bet you can't wait to get started. The details of your position are included below. IT support technician, that's pretty much what I do. Work will be assigned with you by Eurotech Corporation staff via our internal IT ticketing system, Ticket. You will be paid for every ticket you complete, dependent on the tasks involved. Shipping and travel. For most jobs, Eurotech will ship the computer to your workshop. Where this is not possible, you may be required to travel off-site. Please note that lunch will not be provided. Do we have to worry about buying lunch in this game? Performance reviews. Staff will submit feedback on every ticket you complete, rating their satisfaction with your work. It's not stressful. It's an exciting professional development opportunity. Shared resources. Due to previous incidents, Eurotech has been forced to centralize printing resources on a single secure location in your workshop. Staff will need to use this printer, so please keep it in working order. Clocking out. At the end of the day, make sure to exit through the door provided. Do not attempt to leave the workshop via the windows. So in other words, don't shut down windows. Powered by Bamboozle HR. Yep, form letter. Once again, congratulations on joining this fast growing dynamic company. I look forward to working with you. Or we could probably discard. You're the new IT tech, right? Hope you last longer than the last guy. It's a real shame what happened to him. Toast to the old IT guy. I'm Natalia. I work nights, same job as you, but darker, quieter, and spookier. That goes for me and the job. I like that. Looks like they've been giving you the workshop next to the main office. Bright and airy doesn't exactly fit my aesthetic, but if it works for you, then it's all yours. As far as the day-to-day goes, I assume you know what you're doing, but feel free. Well, I hope so. I worked full-time in one position serving probably about, I would say, 50 different faculty members. I haven't counted, but 50 faculty members and probably at least more than 200 students. But feel free to assign me anything you don't have time for or that you just plain don't want to do. I won't judge. There's only so many times you can explain how to connect to the VPN without wanting to start shoving people into the nearest paper shredder. You cannot you cannot say that in an email if you really work an IT job. It's one thing like telling your coworkers that in person, like around a water cooler. It's another to just put it in an email. It's like if like there's any sort of audit or anything like that, you're screwed. Let's just put it that way. Doing fine before that, but no, you don't want to do that. Besides, I could always use extra money. Don't just don't assign me any of the onboarding jobs, okay? You might miss something important, and I've got better things to do than act like a video game tutorial. One last thing, we use tablets here to manage the workload. It's a lot easier than going back to your computer every time. You need to check the email. I'll get one set up for you during my next shift. Should be with you by tomorrow morning. That's cool. Just wanted to say good luck on your first day. EarTech seems like they have lots of good ideas and plenty of terrible ones too, but it happens to the best of us. Had to pull a few strings to get that contract for you, but what's family for, eh? I'm sure you'll find some way to return the favor when you can. Speaking of which, I've been cooking up a new business venture that I think could be very useful. I'll let you know when it's up and running. Bet you can't wait to get started, but I've had a bit of an incident I'll explain in the notes section before. I needed you to reinstall Typo, word processor, boring but necessary. Yeah, it's like Microsoft Word. Sell out, we gotta love a good spreadsheet. Or we love a good spreadsheet. Document reader for opening PDFs. And could you also uninstall cookbooks and data mine? I don't need either of those. He was trying to do something a little fishy. Well, I'm guessing it's a he from the name. We can't assume genders anymore. But it's a video game character, so I doubt they'll get irritated with us. By the way, can you do anything about all the dust? Yes, I can. It's called an air compressor. Welcome to EarTech. We are so happy to have you. I'm Matt, this new starter liaison. I'll be handling your onboarding. Don't worry, it's super easy. Just a few forms and a couple presentations and a basic skills test, followed by 3 group sessions and a one-to-one with HR and 14 hours of mandatory safety training. That sounds kind of realistic. Yeah, the factory that I worked at, we had like a safety meeting every morning. It took about an hour of our time. I expect you're looking forward to all that, but I need your help first. I just came back from a holiday and my computer's all dusty. So I tried to find which app removes the dust. I know which I know exists because I've heard people talk about wiping their drives before. Then I searched the app list for remove and started clicking on things. Well, to cut long story short, I'm missing a bunch of programs now, and the dust is still in there. Talk about the case of the Mondays. Oh, okay. So it takes you right to the PC when you go to PC. Oh yeah, I can tell now it's pretty dusty. So I'm guessing that's if I remember correctly, tools and software. Yep. Case side on. Okay. Cable. Okay, keyboard, mouse, video card. Is there any network? No. Oh yeah. Install tools and software. See, he might as well remove first, so we'll remove data mine, cookbooks, restart for good measure. See, typo is one that you wanted. Sell out was another one. And Documon. I think those are the only three that you wanted. I mean, we can double check here. Yep. Or safely shut down here. Guessing this is the delivery area. You're a star. Everything is back and clean. Yeah, like to get dust out of a computer, you have to physically blow it out. So that's done. So, it takes your real wallpaper from your. That's interesting. Apparently, I just end the day. Good morning, sunshine. How was your first day as part of the EarTech family? I swung by during my shift last night and dropped off your new tablet. I assume you found it already. The most important app is Ticket. Whenever someone reports an IT issue, it gets added to Ticket so we can figure out how to deal with it. You can drag tickets in different columns and change the order that they're in, set priorities, etc. Whatever works best for you. Completed tickets get cleared at the end of the day. If you get swamped or you've got a ticket that you really don't want to deal with, drag it into the night shift column and I'll handle it. Pretty useful, right? Just don't forget to check your emails occasionally too. I'd hate for you to miss out on Era's company's newsletters. Yeah, that's some of the things I probably shouldn't joke around about too much on here. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you get like an administrator that that works above you, and it's almost like they like to hear the sound of people reading out their long emails that they send. My current job isn't that bad, but it's like, yeah, there was like a few previous jobs, like they would just send out these atrociously long emails. I actually had one manager, it's like in a previous job, he liked to hear himself speak so much to where at our safety meeting, this was a factory job I had actually, he would be like at the beginning of it, oh yeah, I'm not gonna read this email like straight out. He proceeds to read this entire 3-page email word for word that we had already received that morning. He reads it out to us. And it's like, you just said that you weren't going to read this word for word, but you did anyway. So yeah, apparently Era is one of those one of those people there. Been trying to find the docs on your onboarding, but my drive is so cluttered. Could you install Cleanup Pro and give it once over for me? And I've got some forms to print off, but the printer isn't working. Maybe you could look into it. Probably a paper jam, or maybe it needs restarting. If it still doesn't work after that, I usually just hit it. Haha. You actually don't want to do that with printers. Usually if they're not working, there's a reason. There's a jammed roller somewhere. There's a jam sensor that keeps tripping even if there's not a jam. Sometimes it's a defective jam sensor. You might want to run a virus scan too. I accidentally visited a website that is very not safe for work. Sorry about the delays. Every department has their onboarding process. It's crazy. A lot of companies are like that. Doesn't help that we only have one printer and it seems to enjoy finding new and infuriating ways to screw up the simple act of putting words on a piece of paper. I say this all the time. Printers mess up all the time. They're infamous for it. Like, ask any tech support person and they will say that they hate printers. Like, I swear. Because, like, I'll say this all the time. Like, all I need of this device is to put what's on this screen on a sheet of paper. That's all I need it to do. And somehow it screws it up. I'm pretty sure it's in your workshop now. They moved it out of the main building after Ryan from finance got his tie stuck in the paper tray 3 days in a row. Oh, and about that virus, I was trying to download the forms I need from the Bamboozle HR website, but I must have made a typo. Next thing I know, my computer's downloading free trial videos from a website called Bimbo's HD. This must be a takeoff of Virtual Girl HD. That was an infamous virus that would end up on some people's computers. I can't have that on my browser history. I had a clean record. I don't even like stuff like that. I'm not gonna judge. So requesting an urgent fix for my computer. The power supply seems to have shorted out. I also strongly suggest that you upgrade the available memory to 16 gigs. I'll leave it to your discretion, but I can't promise it won't come up in your next performance review. Required by January 7th. So we'll get that right on the bench. So we gotta get to the power supply, so I'm not sure why I took that panel off. Here we got on cable things. So close all that. Can we just go into the shop here? I mean, you probably don't have to get ridiculous. I do like Antec as a brand though. Antec, Cooler Master, I'm not too familiar with their power supplies. I have a keyboard and mouse from them though. Corsair, they're pretty decent power supplies too. I don't want to spend a fortune on this. I also want to get one that's decent. I might go with the Antec one. I just say he needs it quickly. So, oh, I was right on it. So I'll sell that one since it's broken. Oh, it automatically puts the cables in for you too. Well, I wish Power Supplies did that. Yeah, I kind of wish that Power Supply cables did that in real life. That would make things a lot easier. Um, I haven't plugged in those two. Well, missing cables. Oh, oh, forgot the memory upgrade. Probably should have reread that before I shipped it. Oh yeah, so okay, I guess blue screen is good. Sometimes try running it without rebooting it. So I'll do the virus scan first. Nah, I wish it was that quick. Um, yeah, that's slightly different than our work order system. Oh, this sounds good. I just need you to install an image editor for me, Mugshot CC, and then I promise I can start your onboarding. My computer might need an upgrade to meet the minimum specs. The IT support onboarding doc says you can use Will It Run to check. Yeah, I could. Okay, video card for Era. Um, Hopefully we don't make them mad again. Um, uh, that was one of the things I like thought was kind of weird with the original one. Is kind of like you owned your own tech shop, but you couldn't set your own pricing. So the job had a budget, and you got paid that no matter what, even if you didn't really do a lot of the work that they requested. So Mugshot CC. Apparently that's this game's version of Photoshop CC. This needs a video card upgrade too, so 1050 Ti at least. Depending on what Ira has in his computer, I might just order two of the same ones. Does not say what games he wants to play. So I was on the right track gauging what their goals are by what they currently have installed. Oh yeah. Probably going to have to. Oh, this is one of those weird cases. Doesn't matter which video port I plug into. It doesn't matter too much in real life as long as you don't plug into the motherboard when you're using a video card. Do I have to remove something to even get in there? It looks like it. That is one of the dumbest ideas ever. Yep. So type out and sell out. Oops. Anything else? If we're getting two of them, that'll be $50 each for a same day delivery. As well. Really? That's an expensive mistake. So this, I'm wondering if we can borrow the video card out of the... Because he had a 1030 in there. This RX 560 doesn't have the same... has a higher memory frequency. It's a higher wattage. Has more VRAM. Just considering an upgrade. Not sure why frickin' Photoshop needs more of a video card than this guy who's gaming though. Yeah, that's not too realistic. Do you say you need any programs installed or anything like that? Oh, okay. Virus scan too. Uh, oh, this is much better and just in time. I've got a big meeting in 2 hours. And Daddy needs a one. Just a shame. What do you mean? I fixed it. Is that enough for custom maintenance? Oh. So we are going on site. What kind of car is that? Uh, I mixed up copy and cut and accidentally deleted all the files on the server. Yeah, that would do that if you're going to copy files from the server back onto your computer and you accidentally hit cut instead of copy, it'll delete the files off the server and copy them to your computer. So note to self, don't do that. Can you do a shift restart? No. So probably delete or F2. Okay. This is how it works in real life. Why this isn't part of the game, I have no idea. Unless there's nothing there. RAM OC. Yeah, because why have a boot device here if you're not going to use it? Don't want to work anyway. Might have to make a trip back. Oh, we can't tell you how to do it online. You have to read the posters on the wall. Even though it does not work any way like it does in real life. Like, why stump people on this? It's like, you literally go into the BIOS, you make sure USB devices is turned on, then you change your boot device to USB flash drive, and then it boots off the flash drive. Or you have to use an erase. Now I know that I should remember that. Kind of forgot his video card. He probably won't have been too happy. Uh, let's sell that. Needs a Ryzen, or needs a Core i5 7400. Might be able to upgrade them to a higher end Ryzen. I just don't really see how it would be good for the company to upgrade his entire baseboard. Capital. Same thing on that one. Oh. Yep, now it goes in. Just put it on, it plugs in automatically. Cool. So if we just do that, yep, fan spin. Louis Rossman joke. Fan spin. Job well done. Yes, I'm that dedicated. I'm worried that he'll spend a moment without his computer. Dent Z. Might as well match it. 4266. Trident Z. Gold. 4266. That would be the one. So we're going to view cart. Might as well do same day since consolidated ones. Usually older motherboards you had dual channel in every other, but there's no markings on this, so I'm not sure if it matters. Yeah, I don't see any different colorations. Newer motherboards are starting to put them side by side. I think the one I got in this, the Asus, is a side by side one, but actually older motherboards when dual channel first came out, I was a teenager back on building computers, and yeah, I remember like you'd have like a white slot, black slot, white slot, black slot, so you'd match your RAM first in the white slots, then the black slots for your dual channel. Just a little history lesson there. Install CPU. We'll go to the 6 core. Don't forget this thermal paste, they will not be happy. Oh yeah, might as well make sure. Yep. So in place AMD upgrade worked for that anyway. Unify 4D. Yep. I took matters into my own hands this morning, upgraded my own RAM, but I broke the CPU cooler in the process. You'll need to replace it. Also, I broke the RAM I was trying to install. They say if you break what you're trying to install, the job went sideways. If you break something else, the job really went sideways. What is that when you do both? I'm trying to think of what terminology can be used. That's like the full-on kaput right there. Um, I put the old sticks back in, but I still need to upgrade. 32 gig will be plenty. And I'd like my desktop wallpaper to better reflect my status. But it has a man of substance, something that says "Lookout World Era T. Elster is here." Elster is here, and he means business. Can you get more vain than that? What about a luxury yacht? Part of me just wants to give this to the night shifter, just so that they can have a laugh at. This is the cynical stuff that I can't do at my day job, so I might have some fun with this. Yeah, give to night shift. Why not? And for the record, that's not my car. Okay. PC Building Simulator, the board game. Well, I don't really... Printer's working. Oh, okay. Let's start with disk optimization first. Guess that's it. That's all you said. I figured you get a good laugh out of it, Natalia. Should be thanking me for the laugh.